Can I have just one moment, Your Honor?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're back. You're welcome. Okay, Mr. Varner, you were arrested on 2 charges. One for burglary of a building and one for evading arrest or detention. At this time, the burglary of a building is being dismissed for lack of probable cause. So the only charge you have left is the evading arrest or detention. Can you afford an attorney to represent you for this?
No, sir.
Would you like one appointed to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Counselor?
Your Honor, Mr. Varner is, while he's not from Amarillo, he's from the Lubbock area. That's where he grew up. He's currently living with his grandmother, and he is unemployed, but he is looking for a job. So in terms of finances, he just would not be able to pay a high set bond. Mr. Varner, tell the judge, not me, how much could you put towards a bond today, if any?
Honestly, I have like 26 cents in my bank account, so nothing today.
We'd ask for a reasonable set bond
Okay.
to reflect the circumstances.
Okay, I'll set his bond at $1,500 also. Conditions are K. While you're out on bond, you cannot commit any other violations against the state of Texas, any other state, or the United States. Thank you.
Good night.
How do you say your last name?
Guerra?
Guerra. Okay, I
Guerra.
put too much into it, didn't I? I'm sorry.
You're fine.
You were arrested on a charge of hindering apprehension or prosecution. Can you afford an attorney to represent you? You want one appointed to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Counselor.
Your Honor, Mrs. Guerra has lived here since 2019, but she has grown up in the greater Panhandle area. I think it's Tampa, correct? No, Plainview. I was like, one of the P's. Her father still lives here. Actually, most of her family still lives here, and currently she is self-employed as a reconstructionist. At the moment, she said she might be able to come up with $100 for a bond today.
Okay. You're self-employed at what?
It's CC's Handyman and Reconstruction.
Okay. Are you currently on bond for anything else?
No, sir.
Are you on probation for anything?
No.
Okay. Is this your first arrest or not?
No, it's not my first arrest, unfortunately.
Okay. I'll set her bond at $1,500 also. Conditions are K. While you're out on bond, you cannot commit any other violations against the state of Texas, any other state, or the United States. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
How do you say your last name?
Anoean.
How do we
How do
say
you
it?
say it?
Anoean.
Anoean?
Anoean.
Okay. You were arrested on a charge of criminal trespass.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, it's criminal trespass to them total money.
Right.
Can
you afford an attorney to represent you for this?
No, I understood. Yes, overwhelming.
Counselor?
As she said, yes.
Your Honor, her husband and kids live here. She's currently unemployed and she not put much towards a bond today. We'd also request a 1622 evaluation.
You're gonna throw that on there, are you?
Yeah, it depends.
You're fine.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm just gonna pull this up now so I don't forget it. Okay. All right, I'm gonna set her bond at $750. I will make it a personal bond. Conditions are K and Q. While you're out on bond, you cannot commit any other violations against the state of Texas, any other state or the United States, and within 30 days of release on bond, you must submit to Texas Panhandle Centers for a 1622 exam. Thank you.
I'm going home
Mhm.
See you soon.
today.
Yeah, you can go over there and say your.
Oh.
How do I say your last name? How do I say your last name? Tekle. Tekle? Mr. Tekle, stand up here, speak right in that mic, okay? Okay.
Tekle, you were arrested on a charge of criminal trespass. Uh, can you afford an attorney to represent you for this? Can you afford to hire your own attorney?
Mr. Can you afford an attorney or do you want the state to provide you one? I think there's a language barrier, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll give him an attorney and set his bond at $750 and do a personal bond.
Okay.
Conditions K. Thank you.
Do I have a seat back in there? Mr. Murphy, step right up here, speak right in that mic.
Okay, thank you.
Got it?
Good morning.
How are you?
Pretty good. And yourself?
I'm doing okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You were arrested on a charge of bond surrender, resisting arrest or search or transportation. It's a warrant. What's your status? Do you already have an attorney on this, or?
No, well, just.
I don't think so, Your Honor. I couldn't
Okay.
find an attorney on.
All right. So can you hire your own, or do you want a court appointed?
A court appointed would be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Counselor?
Your Honor, Mr. Gonzales-Marquez he was raised here and just moved back, back to work. He has his fiance here, his brother and his family. He's currently working at EG Tree Service. He is supposed to go in today. He could be at risk of losing that job if he is not able to get out and report. He stated that he could put about how much could you put towards a bond today? Probably about $500.
Okay. Well, I'll set it at 3,000, which that should more than cover. Conditions are K. While you're out on bond, cannot commit any other violations against the state of Texas, any other state of the United States.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bond company, you want
Appreciate it.
It's like you were arrested on a warrant for probation violation, possession of a controlled substance, a program 1B drug less than 1 gram, and for a warrant for driving while intoxicated, first offense. Can you afford an attorney to represent you for this?
No,
Do you want one appointed to you?
please.
Okay. Counselor?
Your Honor, Miss Black has lived in Amarillo all of her life. At the current moment, her financial situation does not put her in a situation to be able to pay a high set bond. So we would request that it be set reasonable to her circumstance.
Thank you.
I have a job.
We're at,
Where?
I got a job working at Transformation Park. It's a homeless shelter.
okay.
It's helping people better themselves from the gallon standards and all that.
Okay, on the probation violation, there's no bond set. You'll be taken before the judge that has that case. He'll set the bond on that. On the DWI, I'm gonna set the bond at $2,000. Conditions are E and K.
Don't
When
drink.
you're on a bond, you cannot consume any alcohol.
I
And
don't drink.
okay, and you cannot commit any other violations against the state of Texas, any other state, or the United States. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fucking great. Oh, I have a DWI ticket.
Mr. Hampton, you were arrested on a warrant out of Moore County for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Can you afford an attorney to represent you for this?
I've already been given a court-appointed lawyer just for this case right here.
Okay, in Dumas?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Dumas has denied your bond, so they'll be coming to pick you up. So as soon as they get here, you'll go back to Dumas.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Is that it?
That's it.
Right up here. You're right. Speak right into this microphone.
Okay, he was arrested on a charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Dice que te arrestaron porque te arrestaron por caso probable. En el caso, el cargo es asalto agravado usando una arma.
Agarré un tubo porque él se llevó y se metió hasta la puerta de mi casa.
Can he afford to hire an attorney?
¿Se entiendes el cargo?
Sí.
He understands the charge, Ron.
Okay, thank you. Can he afford to hire his own attorney or does he need a court appointed?
¿De querer que la corte te apunte un abogado o vas a ocupar tu propio?
Un abogado porque no tengo.
¿Que te lo apunte la corte?
Sí, porque no tengo ningún número yo.
Court appointed.
Okay. Counselor, do you have any questions of him?
So I actually did get to speak to him a little earlier. He told me that he has lived here since 2023. He moved here to find work. Currently, he's working at Tyson. The next time he is supposed to go into Tyson is Saturday, and he is at risk of losing that job if he is not able to get out. And he has never been in trouble before, according to what he told me.
Okay, thank you.
Why don't you call Leo, see if he's at the conference?
I'm gonna set his bond at $15,000. Conditions are F, H, A, and O. While he's out on bond, he can have no contact, direct or indirect, with the victims of this, which is Miguel Valenzuela Vega and Mr. Valenzuela Vega's wife. I don't have her first name. So I believe that's his mother and stepfather. He can't go within 200 yards of their residence or place of employment. Can't commit any other violations against the state of Texas, any other state of the United States. And he must abstain from the use or possession of any illegal, dangerous drug, narcotic, marijuana, or alcohol without the consent of a physician. Thank you.
Dice que si llegas al salir no puedes tener comunicación con las personas tocantes de cargo. No puedes andar en las barras, pisteando, nada de eso. ¿Sí entiendes? He understands, Your Honor.
Pero tengo que pagar primero la fianza para salir.
Sí.
Y
Okay.
si no pago,
Pues aquí te quedas hasta que vayas a corte.
¿y cuándo es mi corte?
No sé, eso depende del tiempo.
¿O le tengo que pagar cuánto, 15,000 todos o tengo que estar
No,
pagando?
puedes usar una compañía de bond para poder salir.
¿Cómo es una compañía de voz?
Una compañía de bond solo cobran el 10%.
Thank you.
Y voy a estar pagando yo por mí. Y yo voy a pagar.
Eso depende de la compañía.
Would you mind if we went ahead and did the other translate,
Yeah.
the one that needs a translator?
Yeah, is that
Okay, thank you.
Angel Gonzalez? Matute?
Gonzalez.
Angel Gonzalez Matute?
I'm sure Flores is probably let me. Sorry.
Okay, Mr. He was arrested on 2 warrants for aggravated sexual assault of a child, count 1 and count 2.
De que fuiste arrestado. Fuiste arrestado porque tienes un cargo de asalto sexual agravado.
Can he afford to hire an attorney or does he need a court
Yes.
appointee?
¿Sí tienes el cargo?
Sí,
¿Quieres que la corte te apunte un abogado o vas a ocupar tu propio abogado?
ya tengo uno, ¿eh? O sea, la corte ya me dio uno.
Pero por este cargo?
Sí,
He understands the charge and he says he already has a court appointed attorney.
Okay. Counselor, do you have anything?
Just a couple questions, Your Honor. Mr. Gonzalez, do you currently live in Amarillo?
¿Vives en Amarillo?
sí, sí.
How long have you been here?
¿Cuánto tiempo tienes aquí?
2 años.
2 years.
And are you currently employed?
¿Estás trabajando?
Sí.
Where are you employed?
¿Dónde trabajas?
En Shepherd Concrete.
Shepherd Concrete.
Shepherd Concrete. And how much, if any, could you put towards a bond today?
¿Cuánto, si puedes, podrías poner tocante la fianza?
No, ahorita no tengo dinero.
He doesn't have any money right now.
Your Honor, we'd ask that those circumstances be reflected in the setting of the bond today.
Thank you.
Who's calling for me?
I'm gonna set his bond at 75,000 each. Conditions are A, B, C, KLO. While he's out on bond, there's been a magistrate's order for emergency protection issued. He can have no contact, direct or indirect, with Kerry and Sandris and Joxera Benegas. Can't go within, he must comply with the emergency protection order and he cannot go near the residence, their school, or any other location that's frequented by the victim. And then I'll let you do the rest of them. Can't have any other contact with any child under 17. So I'll let you explain the rest of them to him as he.
En los dos cargos de asalto sexual son $65,000 las fianzas por los dos.
Por los dos, 65.
Bueno, cada una.
Cada una.
Y no puedes tener comunicación con las víctimas o estar cerca en ningún lugar donde ellos llegan, la escuela, donde trabajen, donde sea. Ninguna comunicación con ellos. ¿Sí entiendes?
Okay.
He understands all that, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Step right up here, speak right in that mic so you can hear you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ramos, you were arrested on a charge of assault of a family or household member impeding breath or circulation. Can you afford an attorney to represent you for this?
No, sir.
Do you want one appointed to you?
Please, sir.
Okay, Counselor?
Your Honor, Mr. Ramos has lived in Amarillo all of his life, born and raised here. He's currently not employed, but he is actively looking for work, and he has said that he might be able to call a couple people and get about $300 together towards a bond today. So we ask that those circumstances be reflected.
Thank you. Are you currently on probation for anything?
No, sir.
Currently on bond for anything else?
Yes, sir.
For what?
My bond company failed to register. I wasn't able to get my ID up in time.
Failed to register for,
Sexman.
okay.
But my bond company, they told me to call him as soon as I.
Okay, I'm gonna set his bond at 15,000. Conditions are F, G, H, K, O. While you're out on bond, there's been a magistrate's order for protection issued between now and the 30th of September, 2025. Can have no contact, direct or indirect, with Brittany Nicole Daniel. cannot go within 200 yards of her residence or her place of employment. This order will be sent to you here in just a little while. You need to read it in its entirety and sign it. Also, you cannot commit any other violations against the state of Texas, any other state or the United States, and you must abstain from the use or possession of any illegal, dangerous drug, narcotic, marijuana, or alcohol without the consent of a physician. Thank you.
No, 15,000. So it would be like 15, 15, you know.
Okay, you can step right up here, speak right in that mic, Judge can hear you, okay?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing, Judge?
I'm good, and you?
Been better.
Been better, I get it. You were arrested on a charge of aggravated robbery. Can you afford an attorney? I guess this is a warrant for aggravated robbery. Can you afford an attorney to represent you for this charge?
If I can get out to get one, sir, I'm gonna do my best. But I will take one for right now.
You want court appointed?
Court appointed for now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, counselor?
Mr. Is it Akins? I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, but I want you to answer to the judge.
Okay.
Do you currently live in Amarillo?
Yes, sir.
How long have you lived in Amarillo?
8.5, 9 years, give or
And-
take.
Do you have family in town?
Yes, my mom.
Okay. And are you currently employed?
Yes.
Where are you working?
CC Handyman Construction.
When's the next time you're supposed to go into that job?
Today, I need to be there today.
Are you at risk of losing that job?
Yes, ma'am.
How much, if any, could you put toward a bond today?
At least as possible. The work just picked back up for us, and I mean, at least as possible. But
Yeah. We'd ask that those circumstances be reflected in the setting of the bond today, Judge.
Thank you.
I'm not going nowhere. Just let you know.
I'm gonna say his bond at 30,000. Conditions are F, H, K, and O. While you're out on bond, you can have no contact, direct or indirect, with Jacob Flores or Ramon Barunda. Cannot go within 200 yards. They're the victims of whatever you did. Can't go within 200 yards of their residence or place of employment. You cannot commit any other violations against the state of Texas or any other state or the United States. And you must abstain from the use or possession of any illegal, dangerous drug, narcotic, marijuana, or alcohol without the consent of a physician.
Yes,
Thank
sir. Yes, sir.
3,000.
Step right up here, speak right in that mic so you can hear you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Mr. McMorris, you were arrested on a warrant for driving while intoxicated, a third offense or more. Can you afford an attorney to represent you for this?
No, sir.
Do you want one appointed to you?
It's just a warrant, so I don't know when it's from.
I was on court.
Don't talk about it. We'll get an attorney and talk to that. Okay.
You want a court appointed attorney?
Yes, sir.
Okay, counselor.
Your Honor, Mr. McMorris has lived here, for the last 4 years. His kids are here. He currently is employed at, say it one more time for me. Cacique, 14 years. I'm sorry. He's lived here for the last 14 years. He's currently employed. He is supposed to go in tomorrow, and he has said he could probably get about $250 towards a bond today. So he asks those circumstances be reflected.
Thank you. Are you out on bond for anything else at this time?
No.
Are you on probation for anything?
No. No, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna set your bond at $7,500. Conditions are D, E, K, and O. While you're out on bond, within 30 days of your release on bond, you must install an ignition interlock device on your vehicle, and you cannot operate any vehicle without an ignition interlock device. You cannot consume any alcohol while you're on bond, and cannot violate any other statutes against the state of Texas, any other state or the United States. And you must abstain from the use or possession of any illegal, dangerous drug, narcotic, marijuana, or alcohol without the consent of a physician. Thank you.
That's it, thank you.
Speak right into that mic.
Mr. Walls, you were arrested on a warrant for sex offender duty to register life or annually. Can you afford an attorney to represent you for this?
Do you want an attorney or do you want a court appointed attorney?
I have an attorney. I have an attorney already. I paid.
He's
Paid
saying
attorney?
he has an attorney already, Your Honor.
Okay, Counselor?
Your Honor, Mr. Walls grew up here and has been back for a couple of years now. His wife is here. He is currently employed and was supposed to go in today. He could lose his job if he is unable to bond out, and he stated that he could do about $300 to $400 towards a bond today.
Okay, thank you.
It was $100 that we had.
$100?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. It could be $100 towards the bond today.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna set his bond at $7,500. Conditions are K and O. While he's out on bond, cannot commit any other violations against the state of Texas, any other state or the United States. And he must abstain from the use or possession of any illegal, dangerous drug, narcotic, marijuana, or alcohol without the consent of a physician. Thank you.
$750.
$750.
Get with the bond company.
$750.
Get with the bond company. $750. Yeah. Speak right in that mic so judge can hear you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Qualls, you were arrested on a warrant for possession of a controlled substance, a program 1B drug less than 1 gram. Can you afford an attorney to represent you for this?
No, sir.
Do you want one appointed to you?
Would you like a court appointed one?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
Your Honor.
Counselor?
Mr. Qualls, I'm gonna ask you some questions, but you need to answer to him so he can hear you. Do you currently live in Amarillo?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived here?
I've been back and forth, so this time maybe about 2-3 years.
Okay. And are you currently employed?
And not at the time. I'm doing side jobs.
Okay. How much money, if any, could you put towards a bond today?
Nothing.
Nothing. We ask that those circumstances be reflected in the setting of the bond, Your Honor.
Thank you. I'm gonna set his bond at $2,500. Conditions are K and O. While he's out on bond, cannot commit any other violations against the state of Texas, any other state or the United States. And you must abstain from the use or possession of any illegal, dangerous drug, narcotic, marijuana, or alcohol without the consent of a physician. Thank you.
The last part about the
Oh, you cannot commit any crimes against the state of Texas, and you cannot, if you get out on bond, cannot possess any controlled substances unless under the prescribed by doctor. Okay. Mr. Suarez, step right up here, speak right into that mic so judge can hear you. Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Suarez, you were arrested on a warrant for probation violation, possession of a controlled substance, program 1 drug. Do you already have an attorney on this, or what's your status?
I don't have an attorney. I don't.
Okay. Can you afford one, or do you want a court appointed?
I want a court appointed, please.
Okay. At this time, your bond's denied. You're gonna be taken before the judge that the court that your probation violation's out of. Okay? So he will set your bond for you.
Who will?
The judge that, wherever your case is, the district court that it's in, I don't remember which one, but he's gonna set your bond.
Okay, so
Thank you.
there'll be some other date.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sheldon Lantelme.
Walk right up here, speak right in that mic. How do I say your last name?
Lantelme.
Lanamy.
I was close.
You were
You're
close,
right.
Judge.
Sorry I didn't pronounce it correctly though. All right, you had an additional charge added. It's a warrant for unauthorized use of a vehicle. Can you afford an attorney to represent you for this?
I can't.
Do you want
Yes, sir.
one appointed to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Counselor?
I'm gonna ask you some questions, but I want you to answer to the judge, okay? Do you currently live here in Amarillo?
No, ma'am.
Where are you currently living?
Stinnett, Texas?
Okay. Do you have any family here in Amarillo?
No, ma'am.
Are you currently employed?
No, ma'am.
How much, if any, could you put towards a bond today?
I'd have to get a hold of my parents to see. I just did a 4-year sentence and then got back out on 4 months. And I only did 4 months in the free world, so that's why I'm unemployed right now.
Your Honor, we ask those circumstances to be reflected in the setting of the bond today.
Thank you. Are you on parole at this time or anything, or?
No,
did you-
sir. If I could try and get a hold of John Board, he was my judge in my last arraignment, and I was wondering if maybe I could get a second chance house or try and work for the Salvation Army if I did have a chance to get bonded out or
Okay.
something
That would
in
be-
Amarillo.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. My bad.
No, you're okay.
I'll set his bond at $5,000. Conditions are K and O. While you're out on bond, cannot commit any other violations against the state of Texas, any other state or the United States. And you must abstain from the use or possession of any illegal, dangerous drug, narcotic, marijuana, or alcohol without the consent of a physician. Thank you.
You'll more than likely be appointed somebody from my office, talk to them about second chance house.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. What's your name again?
I'm Taylor.
Taylor. All right. Okay.
Is that everybody?
I think so, Judge.
Sir.
All right.